Welcome to everybody who is coming to me on YouTube. This is my WrestleKingdom 13 reactions live stream slash video. Starting things off a little bit late. I have just started this, if you're catching this, at the beginning of Zack Sabre Jr. Versus oh god. Sorry guys, I just woke up. I had to catch some sort of sleep tonight, so unfortunately I missed the pre-show. I missed the gauntlet. I missed Ibushi versus Ospreay, and I missed the triple threat tag match between Roppongi 3K, Bushi and Shingo Tagachi, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru and El Desperado. I'm up to Tomohiro Ishii versus Zack Sabre Jr., the Rev Pro Championship. If you want to sync up with me while you're watching this back on YouTube, Zack Sabre Jr. is currently kicking Ishii as he's down on one knee, getting up as Sabre Jr. continues to kick him, and then Ishii just delivered a forearm. So if you'd like to sync up with me as I react to this, feel free. I do know what happened so far on the show. I did, as I was getting everything ready, I did go ahead and actually watch the very end and like a couple quick highlights of Ospreay versus Ibushi, which looks sick. Little controversial, the end to that match, and I understand why. Because it looked gross the way that match ended. If you missed it, Ibushi was taken out on a stretcher. It looked like he was knocked unconscious by Will Ospreay after Ospreay delivered a back elbow, though he hit with his tricep to the high top of the back of the head of Ibushi. Then he hit a I don't know what the name of the move is, because it wasn't the Oz Cutter, his traditional finisher. It was like an Angel Wings pickup, almost as if he had him in the lock for the pedigree, picked him up over his shoulder, and then spun him out. And then Ibushi didn't move afterwards. I've seen some people concerned about Ibushi, but I don't think Ospreay would have... It would have been unprofessional of Ospreay to do that move to him if he was really out cold and unconscious and actually hurt. Those are my thoughts. I don't know if in New Japan you do it anyway, but I think it was all just part of the work, part of the storyline, because it seemed like Ospreay had a chip on his shoulder, had a mean streak, and he seemed to have that mean streak throughout the match from what I saw from cutting back and forth through the match. So I think it was all part of the storyline. So I think there's nothing really to worry about Ibushi there. But yeah, just going over other things. Ibushi and Shingo Tagaki just won the IWGP Junior Tag Championships. And I'm trying to remember who won the gauntlet. I believe it was, I don't even know if it was one of the teams that was mentioned in the 6-man number one contendership match, but I'll have to take a look back in the results as I continue to watch this. White Rabbit, what is up, man? How's it going? I see you in the chat. I hope you didn't leave while I was doing all this discussion. If I sound a little like I just woke up, that's because I did. I got out of work. I worked late last night. I got out an hour and a half late, and I needed to get some sort of sleep because when this ends, I'm probably going right back to work or getting ready for work. Luckily, I get to work from home today, so that allowed me to be able to be like, I don't have to worry about driving and commuting for an hour on sleep deprivation, so I can definitely go ahead and work today and get up early and watch this. But I had to get some sort of sleep. I'm on 3 hours of sleep right now. If I wanted to get 2, I could have started the show when it started with Ospreay and Ibushi, but unfortunately I couldn't. Unfortunately, I didn't want to try to work on 2 hours of sleep. 3 hours of sleep was pushing it enough as it is. Oh Jesus, that was just nasty what Sabre just did to had him wrenched in a hammerlock position. Yeah, just took the superplex, rolled through it. Oh, hammerlock. Good. He didn't sink in the hammerlock, so it didn't look as gross, but I think that was by design, so it didn't hurt Ishii too much. Still here getting some training done. Nice. Has Chris Jericho wrestled yet? Chris Jericho has not wrestled yet. He is in the second to last match, the Intercontinental Championship match, the semi-main. So that is if you count the pre-show, that is the 9th match of 10 matches on the card. It's the 8th out of 9 on the main card, and currently we are only up to the 3rd match of 9 on the main card. The 4th match total. Bowling Dude, what's up, man? Good to see you're awake watching. Have you been watching since the beginning? I'm going to try and turn this up so you guys can at least hear in the background. Man, my mic is really good at drowning out the noise. You can see it. Cam, I don't know if this is automatic or if you did it yourself, but thank you so much for kicking the sub button's ass. Again, for the 11th month in a row, you're actually 1 month away from the 12-month sub button, man. So thank you, buddy. It was a sub with Twitch Prime, which you normally have to do. That normally doesn't happen automatically. So are you in here, Cam? No, you just can't sleep. Well, do you have in New Japan World? If you have NJPW World, you should try and watch it. There he is. Cam is here. What's up, man? Oof. So, I don't know if anybody saw, but D-Murph and I did end up manage to squeeze out predictions. Ah, Bowling Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry, man. I mean, it's only $10. $10 is kind of worth it if you got the $10 to spare. Sign up right now. So I'm gonna go over the card right now, for the show, and show you guys who D-Murph and I picked. We're doing this just for fun, because D-Murph said if we do these just for fun, they don't count, because I don't think he follows New Japan close enough. So the championship is not on the line for WrestleKingdom. Shame, shame, shame. And watch me actually beat him in predictions. Oof. Rough powerbomb that Ishii just hit Sabre Jr. with. Zack Sabre Jr., by the way, is one of the skinniest goddamn wrestlers I've ever seen in my life. He pretty much has the same body type that I would have if I actually, like, exercised and got in the ring. Anyway, the card, if you don't know it, is there was a never openweight 6-man championship number 1 contendership match tag gauntlet. That can't be it. Yeah, that's not it yet. For the pre-show, the trios that we knew of was Togi Makabe. So actually, this is actually the team that won. Yeah, this is the team that won actually the match. It was Togi Makabe, Toru Yano, and Ryusuke Taguchi. They faced off against Yuji Nagata, Jeff Cobb, and Dave Finlay, Hiroki Goto, Beretta, and Chucky T, Minoru Suzuki, Lance Archer, and Davey Boy Smith, Hangman Page, Yujiro Takahashi, and Marty Scurll. Then we had Ibushi versus Ospreay for the Never Openweight Championship, which Ospreay won. Then we had Yoshinobu Kanemaru and El Desperado versus Roppongi GK versus Bushi and Shingo Tagaki. Bushi and Tagaki won. That was for the IWGP Junior Tag Team Championships. Right now we've got Tomohiro Ishii versus Zack Sabre Jr. for the Rev Pro British Heavyweight Championship. After this, we've got Gorillas of Destiny, which is Tangaloa and Tama Tonga Bullet Club versus Evil and Sonata versus the Young Bucks for the IWGP Tag Team Championships. Then we got Cody versus Juice Robinson for the IWGP United States Championship. Kushida versus Taiji Ishimori is up next after that for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Then we've got Kazuchika Okada versus Jay White. Then we've got Chris Jericho versus Tetsuya Naito for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. And then we've got the main event, Kenny Omega versus Hiroshi Tanahashi for the IWGP Championship. Octopus stretch in from Sabre Jr. on Ishii right now, which is pretty good. D-Murph's picks for the show. He had Goto, Beretta, and Chucky T for the Gauntlet, which he had wrong. He had Ibushi in the Never Openweight Championship match, which he had wrong. And Zack Sabre Jr. just won with the Octopus stretch on Ibushi. Wow. So Zack Sabre Jr. is now the Rev Pro champion. So that actually... It still has us tied. That's the first match that D-Murph actually got right in his predictions. He had Ibushi over against Ospreay, which Ibushi lost. And he had Roppongi 3K, who lost. He had Zack Sabre Jr., which he just got right. He has Gorillas of Destiny, then Juice Robinson, Taiji Ishimori, Jay White, Tetsuya Naito, and Hiroshi Tanahashi. I have Bad Luck Fale, Jado, and Robbie Eagles, who apparently were in the match, I guess, in the opening, and I was wrong. I had Will Ospreay, which was right. I had Roppongi 3K, which was wrong. I had Zack Sabre Jr., which was right. So I've got two. I'm up 2-1 right now on D-Murph and predictions. Then I also had Gorillas of Destiny, Juice Robinson, Taiji Ishimori, Kazuchika Okada, Tetsuya Naito, and Kenny Omega. So for the remainder of the show, D-Murph and I only differ on 2 matches. We have the same predictions until you get towards the end. I have Okada over Jay White. He has Jay White over Okada. And then I have Omega in the main event, and he has Tanahashi. Naito is winning and Jericho is signing with AEW. Oh, that's your bold prediction. I'm pretty sure he is. I'm pretty sure that that Jericho. This is Jericho's last match with New Japan for this run. So I think Omega is going to retain the championship. But I don't think that doesn't mean he isn't signing with AEW. We don't know what the contracts with AEW is and whether or not they have some sort of partnership with New Japan, because we've heard from I was checking Cultaholic and What Culture Wrestling, and I think it was on Cultaholic they were saying, like, what if the Elite actually have some sort of like partnership deal, or have struck some sort of like coordination type thing with New Japan, where maybe they'll borrow some people, or maybe they'll have some interpromotional thing, and maybe some of the guys, such as, speaking of the Elite, here come the Young Bucks for the tag team championships. Man, they're not wasting any time in between matches right now. Because who knows, maybe the Young Bucks win, maybe Cody wins, maybe they retain their championships, the Elite retain their championships, and the Young Bucks win their championship match, and the Elite take the championships over to AEW. So who knows? Or maybe Omega wins. And there's also the fact that tomorrow is I can't remember the exact name of the show, but it's New Year's something, and it's basically New Japan's version of the Raw after WrestleMania, where anything can happen. That's the event where a couple years ago the Bullet Club kicked out AJ Styles when AJ Styles was on his way out. So, and I believe that's also the event where Shinsuke Nakamura lost his IWGP Intercontinental Championship to Kenny Omega. So, no matter what happens today, things could happen tomorrow. So, like, I'm thinking that maybe Kenny Omega wins tonight, but then tomorrow he, like, loses the title to, like, say maybe a Jay White, and the Bullet Club beat the hell out of the Elite or something like that. There's also the potential that, like, we don't know, because Kenny isn't officially signed. We don't know if that's deliberately to make it unknown whether or not he's going to drop the title or not tonight. Or if he hasn't actually, or if he's going to stay with New Japan. So, like, there's a lot of stuff up in the air. Like, so nothing is guaranteed. Just because there's AEW is a thing and the Elite are forming it doesn't mean like we don't know if that means that they're completely gone from New Japan. We're assuming that, but we don't know. So that's part. And when you throw in the New Year's show tomorrow, that's also part of the reason why, like, you're not entirely sure. And even though I went with the Elite losing 2 of their matches today, that's why I also kind of had Omega retaining the championship. Partially because, try to shock and surprise people, and also because, like, do you really want to... Tanahashi is kind of sort of like the John Cena of New Japan. It's like, do you want to, like, maybe it would kind of be cool to see Tanahashi one more time with the big belt, but do you want to give it to him this late in his career? So we'll see. And Cam, you don't see Kenny leaving New Japan? Yeah, I was talking to my some of my coworkers yesterday. I could technically say today, but it was officially yesterday. Especially since I got some sleep. That, like, Kenny is so ingrained with New Japan, and he is such a fan of Japanese culture, and he loves living in Japan. He's fluent in Japanese, that he may never want to leave. He may just be happy wrestling in New Japan the rest of his life. Like, a lot of people say, like, every year it's like, is Kenny Omega coming to WWE? Like, he hasn't left yet. And he enjoys doing... Ooh, that's cool. Pentagram, it's one of those spinning lights that creates an image when you rotate it. It's a pentagram. Evil and Sonata are just coming out. They got these massive scythe props, the pentagrams, these dope masks. So yeah, like would Kenny really leave New Japan? And maybe that's what we'll see tonight. Maybe Kenny does a full-on heel turn and the Elite do a heel turn. And Kenny just goes full heel tonight on Tanahashi. Either when the match is over or when the match happens. That's the thing, like, this is WrestleKingdom. It's New Japan's WrestleMania. And, like, because the contracts are annual with New Japan and things end at the end of the year, and there's no multi-year contracts, and it's a lot harder to figure out I feel like it's a lot harder to know the backstage dealings of New Japan than WWE. It's a lot harder to be able to predict what's going to happen. Can you say, I would assume the AEW contracts are only exclusive for the US, so I could still see Kenny being able to do both? Could be. I mean, AEW just started. So maybe it is just a US exclusive thing where it's like, if you wrestle for AEW, you can't wrestle for like a Ring of Honor or a Dragon Gate or a House of Hardcore, or some of the bigger US promotions. But you could still do your New Japans, your Pro Wrestling Noahs, your Rev Pros, and your other type of international federations. Now, I'm kind of hoping that Guerrillas of Destiny retain this in this match, because I was predicting a big night for Bullet Club leading up to Jay White losing against Okada. But things have already kind of been proven wrong for me. Interesting, almost like Predator-esque kind of masks from Tongaloa and Tama Tonga here. Bowling Dude, you say you'll find out on Tuesday. You're going to make it to the rally. Is that when their rally is? Do you know what time is that rally? Bowling Dude. By the way, I'm jealous. Send pictures on Discord, by the way. I'm going to put the Discord server in the chat in case anybody is curious about joining it on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, it will be in the channel description or video description. Yeah, take pictures, send it to Discord. I'd like to see. Let me know what time it is, because if they're that way I know to either look out for any kind of live stream or keep an eye out for any news that drops on Tuesday. And also, if you want, Bowling Dude, Be our eyes on the street. Your reporter on the street. Let us know if they announce anything and see it on the Discord server. 5 p.m. and SmackDown starts normal time. Oh man, good luck. Good luck getting to SmackDown on time, man. 5 p.m. ET. Okay. I may be in transit home depending on when the news breaks, because I normally leave for the day at 6 o'clock. And those masks that they're wearing have lights in the eyes. That's pretty cool. Sabre Jr. and Ishii was a good match, but it seems short. But I mean, these New Japan matches, they normally try to make sure each of their like final 3 or 4 matches go like 45 minutes to an hour. So SmackDown is literally half a mile away. All right, that's not so bad. It's not so bad. Anyway, you're also saying, Bowling Dude, you're just hopeful that any big names that come to AEW, just live in Jacksonville, makes it very hopeful. You hope they announce Double or Nothing to be in TIA Bank Field. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe they try to get the Garden or something like that. Some of the bigger venues, and no offense, Jacksonville, maybe a smarkier city. But it'll be interesting. I'm sure if they do it in Jacksonville, though, that the fans will come regardless. I mean, hell, maybe I'll think about going, and maybe that'll give me a reason to go to Florida for a weekend. But we'll see, because plane tickets cost a lot of money, and I'm trying to save up for a house. Zack Sabre Jr. having a short match is great for you, Cameron. Why is that? Are you not a Zack Sabre Jr. fan? Wow, that shows how tired I am. I just got that Guerrillas of Destiny stands for GOD, so their acronym is God. Wow. Idiot. Tama Tonga just shook hands with Evil, but because he was legal and inside the ring, they counted it as a tag. And now all hell's breaking loose. Evil's taking Nick to the ramp. Or no, it's actually Matt. And already they're playing in the back trouble angle, because he just took a bump on. Oh God. Oh. Matt took it, and that'll put them as that'll put the Bucks as the underdogs already. Matt Jackson just took a scoop slam onto the ramp, and then a big running clothesline from Evil. Already puts the Young Bucks in the underdog hot tag sympathetic babyface area. Tongaloa just tagged in. You like his promos but not his matches? Okay. Yeah, I've never been like, I like technical wrestling, but I feel like Zack Sabre Jr. is almost too technical for my taste. I've never been huge on Zack Sabre Jr. I respect the craft. The things that he does is pure technical wizardry, but it's not stuff that exactly excites me, I would say. I actually am an insider, says Bowling Dude, kinda, because your best friend's dad works for the Jags and Tony Khan is likes your friend's family. Oh, nice. Nice. Bowling Dude. Bowling Dude. I'd like, if you got scoops, if you ever get AEW scoops, send them my way. Exclusive Super El Murpho or Super Grapple Bros reporting by courtesy of Bowling Dude. Or should I just say courtesy of our anonymous inside source? I just totally outed before it even happened. El Tony Khan follows your best friend on Instagram. That's awesome. Just out of curiosity, can you guys hear any bit of the speakers of the show going on? I technically can't have it too loud. But I'd also like you guys to be able to like maybe hear what's going on in the background so you can sync up to what's going on. That way people on YouTube who are watching it back can sync up what's going on. No? Damn. Got my background dampening. Background dampening on this mic is too good. Maybe I should have plugged in my my blue snowball. Because that one allows background music better. Cam, you say you find him too technical too. He's really good, but it doesn't seem to know when to stop the endless new ways to do a roll up. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of agree. Yep. Let's see. Testing. I'm gonna raise. Be mindful to those of you on YouTube and everybody watching live. I'm turning up the output of my volumes. That way, hopefully, so I'm gonna come in louder, but hopefully that'll allow things to come in the background. So now let me ask. I'm probably coming in a lot louder. How the mixture sounds. See if you guys can hear anything coming in through the background, and if I'm too loud. Boom. So now I was just taking everybody out. Ooh. Nick almost. I think Matt almost got Nick. Hot run by Sonata's got the crowd going. Not bad. Sounds the same. All right, I'll turn it up some more. I'll keep cranking it. All right, how does that? I just maxed it out at 15. I just maxed it out. So let me know how that sounds. Oof. Huge German from Tongaloa to Evil right there. You can hear things now? Okay, cool. There. That way you guys can hear the audio and be able to sync it up. People can sync it up to what's happening. And if you guys are watching me, then that way, if you guys are watching me live, you can actually hear the WrestleKingdoms going on. And if people are watching me on YouTube on the replay, they can actually like sync up what's going on my stream to what they might be watching if they're watching it back. 450. Huge 450. Wait, what? Bad Luck Fale is... The Bullet Club came in. And Fale just took out both Young Bucks. As you know, the Bullet Club turned on the Elite, for those of you who don't know. All part of Jay White's coup with Gato. Not bad. Interesting that Evil and Sonata use the Magic Killer now. That because Gallows and Anderson were using that when they were with New Japan. Still, super kick party trim. Down goes Sonata to a big old double super kick. Meltzer driver. Nope. Tama Tonga just caught him into a uh-oh. Magic Killer. Are Evil and Sonata gonna win this? Are Evil and Sonata gonna win this? Moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, Evil and Sonata just won the tag titles. Holy crap. This is going poorly for me. This does not look good for me for Jay White versus Okada, because the Bullet Club just keeps losing. Oh, crap. Neither me nor D-Murph predicted that one. We both thought that God was going to retain here. And the Elite lose again because Skrull, Hangman Page, and who else were in the pre-show? And Yujiro Takahashi. Yeah, I thought behind Jay White, they were going to like try to push like this new resurgent Bullet Club being dominant during the show. Only to lead to Okada like overcoming the odds against Jay White, maybe causing a post-match beatdown, but I'm just dead wrong right now. I'm looking like a fool right now. So let's see. What's up next? Up next, we got a good one. We got Cody versus Juice Robinson for the IWGP United States Championship, which, funny enough, those two faced off against each other in Cody's first Wrestle Kingdom match 2 years ago. But now it's got a championship on it. Juice Robinson, for those of you who don't know, the former CJ Parker from NXT. NXT first hit the network. Wonder how Skrull will do without the Elite. What, is Skrull not... What do you mean by without the Elite? Is Skrull not leaving the Elite? I know he wasn't one of the guys signed yet to AEW, but I don't think that means he's out of the Elite. Look at Juice. I like his jacket. Fancy top hat. I like the sunglasses. Skipping down the ring. It's been interesting to see Juice Robinson make this transition from CJ Parker a few years ago, the flamboyant Juice Robinson, into this. Because fair enough, like CJ Parker, he was not really the greatest of guys in NXT, and his gimmick kind of sucked. He was a decent wrestler, but I heard that once WWE cut him in NXT, he went to New Japan and got trained in the dojo. So even though he's a WWE developmental project, he's also like a New Japan developmental project as well, dojo product of New Japan. Probably maybe more so a New Japan product at this point, based on how much he's improved over the last 2 years. He just got a new ROH faction, so I think his contract must have a decent amount left on it there. Okay. He may be, maybe he's formed a new faction ROH just because the rest of the Elite is gone, but, I mean, he was still wrestling as a member of the Elite tonight at WrestleKingdom. So, maybe it just means he'll be wrestling without the Elite in ROH until his contract runs out. Maybe that's why he can't join AEW right this second. Randy's looking good. There's Cody. Don't call him Rhodes. Oh, God. I love Cody. Cody's one of my favorite people in all of the wrestling business. Wearing some teal tights to match Brandy. Leather jacket with the sleeves cut off. Well, dude, you just read an entire Reddit post dedicated to me? Really? Is it an old post? For like when I used to work at Up Down Down? You've got me intrigued. Kinda maybe want you to DM me the link either on Discord or on Twitch. The American Nightmare.
Everything about him, hates what he represents, I think, most of all. Oh! Before the bell, Cody swinging that massive title.
And the match is underway. They wasted no time going after each other. I don't even think they announced each other's names and showed off the belt. They just went right after each other and the ref rang the bell. Oh. Looks like they're selling a story of meniscus tear. Nope. Cody suckered him in early. Randy already getting involved. Juice's gear is pretty interesting because if you're not watching, the left side of his tights, it's yellow with like a purple lining on the left leg, and then purple with yellow dots on the right leg, and this on each leg, which depending on which color isn't dominant, it's fuzzy. So like the fuzz on the left, so the purple on his left leg is fuzz, and the yellow dots on the right leg is fuzz. Very old, and yes, it was on the Squared Circle Reddit. Long story short, person asked what happened to me. People answered saying they didn't care much because you weren't a WWE guy. Yeah, you know, I only worked there for over 2.5 years, and you know, was a second screen producer and WWE.com producer for well over a year before I got the up down job. But yeah, I'm not a WWE guy. Yeah, a lot of people were ignorant and don't know what they were talking about when it came to up down down. Brandy getting in a good distraction. No way is Cody hitting a crossroads to the outside. His weightlifting belt is a little crooked. Never back down, it looks like the belt says in the back. That's what makes you laugh, Bowling Dude. Little do they know. Yep. Yeah, I've lost count. I lost count of how many times when up down down was a thing when I was working there, the people thought that I was just Austin's friend that he knew outside WWE who just helped him with the channel. Some people thought I was just some dude who appeared in the videos for no reason. A lot of people were in the dark about what really was going on, even though we weren't really trying to hide it too well. Like, there were plenty of times in the comments of videos, in my live streams, that we would explain what would happen in social media mentions and stuff. Oh, Brandy getting involved. Huge spear. Didn't hook her arm. And now she's trying to deliver shots to Juice. Cody's got the referee grabbed. Oh, wait. Ref caught her. Kicking her out. I'm surprised he didn't just DQ Cody. I think the ref might have turned around too early. He's sending Brandy to the back, ejecting her. Honestly, Brandy should be lucky. I feel like the ref turned around too soon, as Brandy was still taking swings at Juice when he saw him. Because technically that's perfect grounds for disqualifications. Ooh, crossroads on Juice. Is Juice going to kick out of the crossroads? Yes, just barely. Nice near fall. You were confused at first, and then you were like, well, it's better than no content. What, my live streams? My weekly streams. Yeah. Originally, we wanted to try and get Austin to do those every week, but, like, he was just so busy. Like, you know, he was already full-time wrestler, plus, you know, channel personality and founder of the channel of Up Down Down, trying to shoot all the videos for VOD, which a lot of them he was shooting either on his only day off or at like 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning from his hotel room, and depriving himself of sleep. Like, ooh, Juice just hit the crossroads on Cody. 1, 2, no. He was just so busy once he was at the arena because New Day was taking off at that point. This was when New Day, like, a lot of people don't realize, like, New Day was just getting their big push and becoming a huge thing when Up Down Down started. So, like, he was super busy backstage. He just didn't have time to do live streams in addition to, like, capturing other content. So it was just like, yeah, like, we want to do live streams because we wanted to capitalize on the streaming market. So it was like, you know, I had already done videos since the beginning. I was guest starring in videos. So, like, they're just like, we want live streams. you go ahead and do the live streams. Because you've done them before you were at WWE. Because I had done Twitch for the gaming website that I worked for before I worked at WWE. Oh, I'm prettier. Ooh! One thing I will say, a couple things about Juice Robinson. One, he is doing damn good at making these near falls as close as possible and making them believable that he might actually stay down, even though I'm, well, 90% sure that Cody's losing this match. And two, he made some of his braids, he made the color of his braids match his tights for this match. Cam, the refereeing in New Japan is always sketchy. I guess so, yeah. Boing, dude, me in general, then when I left, you were sad and found me here by chance. I'm sure a lot of people had that same reaction, though. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't a wrestler. Even though I was a WWE guy and worked for the company, like, I wasn't a personality prior to that. And I, you know, I wasn't one of the superstars. So that's fair enough. And I'm glad that, like, I'm glad that some people out there missed my presence. Actually, one of my friends in real life, she's a big WWE fan, and she's an Up Up Down Down fan. Her husband, her and her husband used to work at at the dealership where my girlfriend works. And then they both left, but her husband just recently came back. So they ended up, ooh, nice shot. Nice punch by Juice. Is this the finish? We're gonna see it. Big knockout punch. But anyway, he came back to the dealership under a new role, and so he ended up at the Big Unprettier. I think that's it. No, he's not gonna pin him. Is he gonna want to hit him one more time? Is this gonna cause him to lose? Is Cody gonna win? So he was at the Christmas party, so I ran into him, and so I got to catch up with my friend, and she was telling me how apparently there's still people, I don't know how true this is, but she was saying there's still people on Up Up Down Down who will occasionally, in the comments, in the community, who will still mention me, and mention that they miss me. Which, I mean, 2, 3, he did it! Hit a second Unprettier. He, like, left no doubt and just destroyed Cody in the end. Made Cody going out on his back and making Juice look strong. D. Murph and I both had that right, so I believe that's 3-2. I'm up. This was a good match. Not great. I guess they didn't have a lot of time to work with, but it was good for what it was. Entertaining. I'm sure Juice will go on to do good things, and Cody's going to go ahead and do AEW and kill that. And not kill it in a bad way, like, kill it in a good way. Like you're killing it. But anyway, like I was saying, like, you know, it's always nice to know when you do work like that, like, you've left an impact, and that there's some people who, you know, appreciated what you did and missed what you did. If they miss me, they should come here. That's what you did. Well, I don't know if everybody knows exactly that I'm still... I feel like a lot of people from Up Up Down Down still don't know that I'm making stuff on Twitch and putting it out on YouTube. I don't think a lot of people from Up Up Down Down know that I'm doing a podcast and live reacts and playing WWE 2K19 still. So, like, maybe if people got the word out in the comments, but, like, I'm not going to go in and try to, I feel like it's kind of disrespectful and unprofessional to go rating the comments of Up Up Down Down's videos as a former employee and saying, hey, it's El Murpho, I've got a new channel, come watch me. It's kind of, like, unprofessional. If other people do that for me, and, like, there's a groundswell of support for people to do that for me, like, that I'd be grateful. That'd be awesome. But I'm not going to go out and try to, like, blatantly promote myself by, like, I almost feel like going into the comments and advertising my channel and stuff like that to people, or going into Up Down Down's like Twitter mentions and bringing it up that I'm doing that. I feel like that's the internet equivalent of what Enzo Amore did at Survivor Series. So I don't really want to be disrespectful to my former employer in doing that. So I think the big thing is that, like, the big thing is just, again, that, like, I just don't want to be unprofessional, but at the same time, I wish a lot of the people who were in Up Down Down, or who at least watched my streams, knew what I was doing on YouTube and Twitch. Bowling Dude, raid the comments. Yeah, if you guys want to raid the comments for me and tell people that I'm still making content, I welcome it, and I'm happy and grateful for it. But also, like, I'm not going to do that myself, because I feel like that's unprofessional if I do it myself. And by the way, the Milkman hoax, that's my buddy Matt, by the way. Yes, Matt, thanks for the follow, man. How's it going? If you're watching me still, you didn't just follow and ditch. What's up, man? Long time no see. How have you been? How's life? I miss you, bud. Do you have NJPW World, and are you watching this along with me, Matt? So let me see if I've got the score right. We got Taiji Ishimori versus Kushida now. Now let's see. We've got one. Yep, D-Murph's got 2 right so far, and I've got 3. So yeah, it is 3-2 as we go into match 7. Come on. I'm still dealing with the tail end of my. What the? It's a little. Is that a kid in a? That's a scarily realistic Kushida mask. Is this something that? Is this something that Ishimori's doing? As a joke? What? Is that? Somebody dressed as Doc Brown. It's almost like the Time Splitters. There's somebody dressed as Doc Brown next to somebody dressed as Kushida in his Marty McFly gear from Time Splitter days, wearing a scarily realistic Kushida mask. Like, it makes me uncomfortable. It looks like he's standing on a platform. It looks like he's gonna, like, hit a button and it's gonna transform him into actual Ishii. This is freaky. Yeah, the kid's gone down the platform because the smoke didn't cover it fully up at that point. Oh, that's kind of cool. Time Splitter, Kushida, wearing those kind of future sunglasses with Doc Brown is wearing those future sunglasses. That was kind of cool. Weird, but kind of cool. How many people out there think that Kushida's going to WWE? Because there are rumors. I don't know how well Kushida speaks English. And as we know, English is a huge barrier when it comes to being successful in WWE. I don't understand why they don't just have translators or managers for certain Japanese superstars so they can break the language barrier. Kushida. So I definitely think that Kushida so far right now wins for oddest Wrestle Kingdom entrance, but also the most interesting. Cool, I guess. Can it WrestleMania WWE do the same thing except you put Nicholas in there and then like put him through and then you just have some random dude pretend to be all grown up Nicholas? Cam, I can see him going potentially, but not sure how well he'd do there. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I almost don't want Kushida to go to the E because I don't know if he would be successful there. They definitely put him in NXT to start. Kushida, by the way, the true best in the world. Unlike Shane McMahon, he won New Japan. Not New Japan. What? Defiant when it was What Culture Pro Wrestling's World Cup, which actually featured superstars from all over the globe, like a true World Cup. Unlike the WWE World Cup, which had some international people in the qualifiers, but in the actual tournament, it was basically all American superstars and Rey Mysterio. All right, now we're getting into the nitty gritty. You were there live for the finals, the What Culture Pro Wrestling World Cup. How was that? I can't remember. Who did Kushida actually face off in that final? And who else did he beat? Didn't he face and beat Ospreay at some point in that tournament? Ooh, nice front flips. Front handsprings. Kick the arm. Not bad. It was mixed? Ah, okay. See, I picked... Final was great. It was him versus Ospreay in the final. Okay, cool. I thought so. I thought it was him versus Ospreay in the final. Now, D-Murph and I both have Ishimori winning. I don't know if D-Murph has Ishimori winning because he thinks Kushida's going to WWE. I just have him Ishimori winning because of the potential, even though I don't think Kushida's going to WWE just yet. I still have Ishimori winning, just on a random hunch. But maybe I should have picked Kushida to just be different. Kushida's right knee's wrapped up. You can see it under his knee pad. I'm sorry, Kevin Kelly. It's the yes lock. Well, actually, no, it's not the yes lock anymore. It's back to the bell lock because of the new Daniel Bryan. Ooh, Cam with a scoop here. Little insider info scoop. Apparently, Will Ospreay was planned to win the WCPW World Cup. But New Japan didn't want Kushida to lose to Ospreay before Best of the Super Juniors, so Kushida went over. So a little bit of politicking into why Kushida is the best in the world and not Will Ospreay. Interesting. I'll be right back, by the way, guys. I just gotta walk back over to my bed and grab my box tissues because I'm still recovering from a sinus infection that I got over the holidays. So I need some tissues. And just like that, I'm back. Also, I've got myself a Kind bar. to eat, just in case just in case I do get hungry, since I did sleep for 3 hours and I haven't eaten in I think 6 or 7. So I am starting to get a bit hungry. That's the Super Juniors coming in June. Nice kick. Oh, I like that. I kind of like that. Ishimori hits a sliding German, basically put Kushida. I mean, didn't. It's a cool idea, but ooh, that was cool. It's a cool idea. He didn't really wrap Kushida too well, but basically put Kushida on the second rope, hung legs on the second rope, so he's sitting with his arms on the top rope, slid under the bottom rope, grabbed his hips, and basically slide Germaned him. And Ishimori just went for a 450, but reversed into an armbar by Kushida, and almost like a adjusted is maybe the word, label lock, now into a triangle choke. Ooh, nice pickup, deadlift by Ishimori. Ooh, nice reversal. Kushida slides out. It's sort of like a almost like a hammerlock kind of hold. I don't know what that hold's called. Reversal. Oh, nice. Head scissors takedown into a crossface. Counter by Kushida. This sequence is awesome. Sequence is good. Handsprings, springboard on the shoulders. Ooh, blocked Rana. Powerbomb, nope, into a fireman's carry. Oh, tombstone. Hold. Ooh, oh, blocked it. Oh, flipped him over to the ref and kicked his. Oh my god, that sequence was cool. That was cool. So in case you guys couldn't tell from my genuine reactions, Ishimori had Kushida set up for in a tombstone position, then threw him up as if he was going to drop him in for like a layout lung blower. But Kushida caught his legs, threw his legs onto the ref, and then used it as an opportunity to basically soccer kick or soccer punt Ishimori's prone arm, which Kushida has been working the whole match, so psychology. If I recall from Kevin Kelly and them mentioning earlier in the match, because I'm not as big up on everybody's. Oh, and he finally hit the almost. It was like a code breaker, not so much a lung blower, but that move he was trying to hit before. 1, 2, no. But Kushida's finisher is a Back to the Future lock, which I imagine is some sort of arm submission, which would explain why he's been working Ishimori's arm, which Ishimori is doing a good job of selling right now. By the way, if anybody's curious, I am repping my New Japan shirt here. Ooh! Oh! That was interesting. Ishimori into like this kind of lung blower attempt. Blocked by Kushida into another arm wrench. Rolls through to keep him more towards the center of the ring. Oof. Ishimori escaping? Maybe? Nice. Oh, nice. This is a good match. I think this is the best match of the show so far. Oh! Fireman's carry takeover into like an arm triceps like cutter kind of thing to escape from the arm hold. This has been good. A lot of cool creative stuff. Innovative reversals. Good sequencing. Out of what I've seen, because I have not seen Ospreay versus Ibushi in full. What I saw looked sick. Those double knees were nice. Well, that probably is the best match so far, but like this is the best one I've seen in full from start to finish so far. I would probably put the tag triple threat for the IWGP tag titles next. Roll up into a Fisherman Buster. Fisherman Brain Buster rolls through. Another one. Nope. Block. 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 Knee. Good punch. God, this match is so good right now. Oh, double stomp. Did what it needed to do, just didn't hit fully. Did Ishimori. Got more of the stomach of Kushida than up on the chest, which is where you want to get on that. And I'd probably put Cody and Juice after the tag match. I was ranking stuff here. Ooh. Bloody Cross. 2. And that's it. Ishimori wins. Ishimori wins the title, so that's 4-3. I am still 1 up on D-Murph. As we both had Ishimori beating Kushida. That was a good match. That was the best match so far. But we now have the 3 best matches of the show. 3 most anticipated matches of the show coming up. We've got Okada versus Jay White next. Then Naito Jericho. Then Omega and Tanahashi. So the bar is only going to go higher and higher from here. And there's a win for Bullet Club right there. I did not know that Ishimori was a Bullet Club member. I should have known from the fact that he's wearing black and white. That was a great match. Pardon me, guys. I'm going to lean away from the mic because I got to blow my nose. I know, gross. Kevin Kelly is talking as if this is the last time we'll see Kushida in New Japan. So maybe Kushida WWE is actually going to be a thing. Now come the video packages. Every match gets a video package after this, from here on out. Gato's chair shot to Okada on his turn was not the strongest, but whatever. Held the chair really weird too. Now, last year was my first exposure to Jay White, and he had a match with Tanahashi, and it wasn't that good. But I've heard he's had a great year. He's done really well this year, and he's really improved. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does here against Okada. I like the fact that his finisher, even though it is the Sister Abigail, basically. I like the name. I like that it's called Blade Runner. As a major sci-fi geek, I can appreciate the reference. I feel like Okada's got to win this match. Because this way he gets revenge on his old manager. Because Okada's not going anywhere. Unless Okada surprisingly is going to AEW or something like that. Or signing with WWE and this is his last match. Which there's been no rumors or indication that that's the case. Like, this is basically going to be the start of a turnaround for Okada. This is going to be the big win that he's needed since he's lost the IWGP title. And I feel like it's the natural progression of the storyline for him. And he's already lost to Jay White before. And I feel like he could beat Switchblade here and still maybe get beat up after the match or tomorrow. And it would still make Jay White look good. And Jay White could kick out of a couple of Rainmakers. It could take maybe they'll build him up by where it takes 2, 3, 4 Rainmakers for Okada to put away Jay White. Alright. Hope people don't mind. I am starving. I'm going to snack on a Kind bar during these entrances.
We just saw the history between these two. The story of Gato turning back on a 6.5-year partnership with Chico Okada. And Gato joined forces with Jay White by stabbing his brother in the back.
The Switchblade's logo is almost the same, is very similar to the Dead by Daylight logo. Fun fact. Ooh. I kind of like the all-white gear. I like it. He normally wears black with the red, but now he's wearing white with the red. Middle-aged rapper. I will say he does this year, just by trying to gauge body language, he seems a lot more confident just walking down to the ring this year as opposed to last year. Trying to hide a smile of the moment that he's in right now, but he doesn't look as... He almost kind of looked a little deer in the headlights last year. But he looks a little more focused, looks a little more confident in his abilities. Rainmaker time. And he's back to the blonde hair. There goes the red hair. Full Rainmaker entrance attire. Got the money raining. Yeah, I think Okada's winning this. He's come full circle. He's back as the Rainmaker. He needs a triumphant win after a little turmoil. And I do hope that he wins, because if he does win, then that means I'm up 2 with only 1 match differential between myself and D-Murph, so I can claim that I am technically should be champ because I beat him in the Wrestle Kingdom predictions. If Okada wins this match, I win the Wrestle Kingdom predictions against myself and D-Murph. If Jay White wins, then things get interesting because it all comes down to the main event. It will be tied, with the only difference being the main event. I don't know if I agree with that, but Jay White's one tough SOB. I feel like this match is going to be the make it match for Jay White. They wanted it to be last year against Tanahashi, but I think Jay White was too young, too inexperienced. But I think after a year of experience, already being on the Wrestle Kingdom stage in a premier match before, he's got that swagger. He's got Gato by his side. I feel like this is it. Crowd's going nuts for this. I think Jay White is going to lose this match, but I feel like he is going to look like $1 million. No pun or joke intended, but maybe so because he's facing Okada. I think he's going to look like $1 million in this match. I think this is going to be the match where you're like, okay, New Japan will be okay with the Elite gone because they've got their Western star. And the good thing about Jay White is that Jay White is actually a former Young Lion. Trained in the dojo, came up through the New Japan system. Pure New Japan product. Mm. I don't know if Okada or White miscommunicated on that spot, but it looked like Okada bent down for a back body drop, like he was going to take White's kick, and White just didn't get close enough, or Okada stopped short for the kick. He didn't hit with as much impact, but a nice back suplex to the outside by White to Okada. That was pretty sick. That's done. Good thing I got a water bottle as well. Hard whip into the gate. Oof. Oof. Oh, that has to hurt going on those barricades, no padding. Like that spot. Ramming between the barricade and the side of the ring.
Hopefully Okada learned a lesson about exactly what kind of a human wood tick Gato is. Blood-sucking spot kicker. Flies in right at the year of the switchblade.
Good uppercut.
Cyto suplex coming up, yes.
Cyto suplex.
And what a dominating way this would be when Okada kicks.
Nice heel use of the forearm. Dug into Okada. Cravat. Nice hold with the fingers. I got a little bit of chocolate on my hand. I don't know how that got there. I love forearm exchanges. That stuff never gets old, especially if guys lay it in good. Nice slap. I can't tell if it's actually dyed or if it's just the lighting. I think it's the dye. I think Jay White, either it's the lighting or Jay White has his hair dyed like a certain type of green. It might be the lighting though, because anytime it gets up close, his hair is black. When you see his hair flying around, it almost looks like he's got it dyed some sort of dark green. Nice little sequence, back elbow. DDT. Ah. Some of this stuff is good, but like nothing big. Oh, there's a drop kick. Not the drop kick. Jay White was in the top corner. Now White's holding his thigh, his left leg after coming off. Left leg. Ah, that's why. It hit the outside of the ring as it fell down. It's probably a nasty little impact and leave some bruising. To the gate. Boot. Not the best boot. Okada could come harder. Could have hit him harder, maybe gone higher. Gato trying to get involved now. That's going to be a mistake. You just don't made a big mistake, Gato. Yeah, throw him over into the Jay White. Nope, just threw him over. The door swung back and hit Gato in the head. Gato just no-sold it. Up. Suicide dive over the gate. Yeah, he's a suicide dive on them over the gate. Crossbody. Nice. That should That should have Gato down for quite a while. Is there a count out in this match? Because normally the announcer mics himself up and announces where the count is. Oh, wait. I hear the ref counting. They tend to start. I've always noticed in New Japan and Japanese wrestling, sometimes they'll just start the count whenever they feel like it. Like whenever there's a lull in the match. Or there are people down. Because they normally count to 20 quickly. Nice. Beautiful elbow drop. Rainmaker pose. Gonna go for it. We're already going into false finishes. Seems early, but okay. So, you know, I'm pretty sure Jay White's hair is like dyed a kind of certain green. I can't goddamn tell with this lighting. Reverse, I think it was a snap German. I was too focused on the color of Jay White's hair. Oh, man. Ooh. High angle Uranagi. Jesus. Almost dropped a cut on his head. High angle spinning Uranagi. He didn't release it, so it was almost like a rock bottom or bookend. And for the Blade Runner, blocked. Oof. Nice lariat. Jay White signals something to Gato, and now there's a chair at the Gato placed a chair. Gato feigning something after Jay White faked his arm. Please miss and hit Gato. Oh, he missed. Threw him into Gato. I think he might have was supposed to have the chair hit Gato, but it missed. Drop kick to the back. And there's the big, beautiful drop kick. Got a Rainmaker him and end it early? I think White kicks out of this. No, he reversed it. Oof. Oof. It was almost like a half and half, kind of. Oh, God. No, Okada landed right on the back of his head. Like the top back of his head. Yikes. That was a little gross. Unnecessary. Pressure 1, 2. Ooh. Man, Okada made that close. A lot closer than that should have been. Actually made me think for a very, very small, quick second that it was over. And I'm like, that's not his current finish. That can't be it. Oh, wait. Wait. Blade Runner reversed. Up. Oh, Tombstone. Okada. 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 Yeah, no, Jay White's hair is definitely gotta be some I think on the ends, like certain parts of his hair is like dyed green. Definitely. Ooh, good shots. Ooh, nice. Hangs on to block the drop kick. He's gonna. Oh, still doesn't hit the Blade Runner. Backslide. Rainmaker. Drop kick. Nice sequence. Great sequence. I wonder, in order to make Jay White look good, if Jay White doesn't win, I think is Okada finally gonna hit the Rainmaker here? Kick out from Jay White, maybe? Nope. I was gonna say maybe Jay White never hits the Blade Runner, and that protects Jay White and makes it. Oh, wait, nope. Another tombstone. Nope. Reverse into a tombstone of his own from Jay White. Nope. What? Into the Blade Runner. Oh, blocked it. Rainmaker. Blocked. Wow, so many. Oh my God, so many blocks. I'm loving it. Oh! Rip. Not almost a rip or a spinning Rainmaker. Jay White going for another one. Or not Jay White. Okada going for another one on Jay White. Oh, blocked. Oh, there it is. The Blade Runner. Is that it? 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, Jay White just won. Holy shnikes. Holy crap. I can't believe it took just one Blade Runner. Wow. One Blade Runner and it's over. I thought they were just building to a bunch of near falls. Oh my God. They didn't give Okada his big win. But to be fair, you protect Okada because he only hit one Rainmaker. It wasn't a full Rainmaker, it was a discus. Never pinned Jay White afterwards. But I'm shocked. I thought for sure they were going to give Okada his big win tonight. Back since losing the title. It makes me wonder, like, is Okada maybe on his way out? Damn. But that was a good match. It wasn't as epic as I thought it would be, but it was still a really good match. Very good match. And a shocking ending. And they took Okada out immediately. No shenanigans after the fact. Man, you want to talk about a huge rub. Huge push for Jay White. He has beat arguably the best wrestler in the world. And only had to hit his finisher once. To be fair, Kenny Omega only had to hit one Winged Angel when he beat Okada. I just, wow. Wow, and now myself and D Murph are tied at 4 predictions right apiece. And the only difference we have is the main event. Kenny Omega versus Tanahashi. Trying to think, how many title changes have we had so far on the night? We've got 1. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 title changes so far. That makes me think that Omega's hanging on to the title tonight against Tanahashi. As every single championship that's been on the line has changed hands so far tonight. And I'm pretty sure Naito is going to beat Jericho here. So I think Kenny's holding on to the title tonight, guys. Ibushi lost his championship to Ospreay. Kanemaru and Desperado lost their title to Bushi and Tagaki. Ishii lost his title to Zack Sabre Jr. God lost their titles to Evil and Sonata. Cody lost his title to Juice Robinson. Kushida lost his title to Ishimori. And it looks like Jericho's going to lose the Intercontinental Championship to Naito here. See, Jericho, those are chair shots. Silver to Naito. Jericho's growing his hair out long. A la the Jericho of old. I like the new Jericho look with the like almost cross over the eyes with the makeup, kind of like Clockwork Orange-esque. Los Ingobernables de Japón. I like how they have actually like Naito's promos, Naito spitting in Jericho's face as part of his Tron. Whoa. That's an interesting mask. Weird, like, wolf-like mask. An overcoat in his traditional kind of like Yakuza type white jacket or white suit. I don't know if I'd go that far saying Jericho's one of the best brawlers since Bruiser Brody. I think there's a lot of people that would disagree with that. Or a lot of people would have something to say with that in the wrestling world. But Jericho certainly is one of a kind legend who has just been able to reinvent himself constantly. One of the most charismatic wrestlers and transformative wrestlers of all time.
agreed to and signed for a no disqualification match. But when did he really sign? He signed
That's a no DQ match. I did not know that.
for Chris Jericho to physically do anything he wants.
Jericho coming out to one of his own songs, one of the Fozzy songs. Judas, I believe this is. Pretty sure this is Judas that he's coming out to. Good, such a good song. This is a really good song by Fozzy. I actually got to see Fozzy perform almost like 10 years ago, I think it was. Around like 2008. Oh my god, that jacket is awesome. All of the metal spikes. He's got himself face paint, what is it, airbrushed on the back. Going, Judas in my mind. Going, Judas in my mind. I love this song. This is such a good song. Judas in my mind. I may actually like dial up some of my Fozzy music. Listen to that today during work. Oh, Naito's gonna go after him right before the bell. Nice. Jericho rocking the long tights. Now we're in the trunks. Apparently, Jericho's dad is in the building tonight. I think I heard Kevin Kelly say, or the announcer say. They rang the bell, even though they're both not in the ring. But I mean, it's a no DQ match, so okay. Oh god! Don't do it! Don't do it! Oh! Jericho landed on his head. I saw Jericho's head hit. I gotta see a replay, but it looked like the top of Jericho's head actually hit the entrance ramp on that pile driver. Pile drivers make me so goddamn nervous. He's okay. That looked like a dangerous driver, but I'd have to see it again. Maybe they just did it perfectly. Maybe Jericho just sold it perfectly and Naito hit it just right to where it looked like it. He landed on his head, but he didn't. Jericho's selling it like he landed on the top of his head. You know, I've never understood, which Naito's doing now, taking off the... Oh, took down Red Shoes. Red Shoes is the ref. I've never understood taking off the turnbuckle pad in New Japan and using it to hit your opponent with. Like, I gotta understand that maybe there's some sort of cardboard in there, but it's just a padding. It's padding. Like, how much is that gonna hurt? It's like hitting somebody with a pillow. Like, yeah, it kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's not like you're getting hit with a chair or a kendo stick. Not cardboard, wood. I think that's what I was trying to say. Some like wood, like plywood, like back support or whatever. But pretty sure it's mostly just padding. It's not all padding. But that one of the turnbuckles is exposed. I'm sure that'll come into play later. Suicide dive. Naito fake out. Oh, speak of the devil. There's a kendo stick. Speak of the devil. Right to the head. Youch. Yowza. Actually, I got him lush right in the trap. Perfect placing by Jericho. Oof. Kendo stick shots always look so goddamn painful, as opposed to the padding of a turnbuckle corner. I like that. Jericho using Naito's pose. Taunt. Nice shot. Well, there's the first curse from Jericho in the match. Pointed at him and said, "Do you like that S? That S." Oh! 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 How are you not selling the living crap out of your throat right now, Naito? Jericho just put the kendo stick across Naito's throat and stomped on both ends. Yikes. A shot. Oh! God, the kendo stick shots. Christ, I'm surprised the thing hasn't come undone yet. What a beautiful drop kick. Great bump by Naito on the outside. Or on the side of the ring. Beautiful. Just barely tapped him, but made it look good. Naito sells it beautifully. Bumps on his upper shoulders. Folds himself up. Up. Almost like Rock WrestleMania 15. Grabbed the camera and gave the bird to Naito. That's a great thing about Western wrestlers in New Japan. Is that because of that kind of sort of language barrier, they can swear and they can use a middle finger and stuff. They can get away with that stuff they can't get away with in WWE. Knees to the back. Oh God, is that announce table gonna hold them? What is Jericho trying to do? Is he gonna try and superplex him over the barricade? No, suplex him through the table? DDT him through the table? Oh, the table didn't break. I feel like it's always worse when the table doesn't break. That thing is so tiny. How did it not break? Oh my God, what a handstand. What a sell and what a bump by Naito. Use the guardrail to protect himself, but still. Man, what a sell. What a take.
Jericho spent his youth having street fights in the streets of Winnipeg and 40 below. It doesn't get tougher than that. We're seeing that here tonight as he brutalizes Naito. And he's not done yet.
That was a tough toss over. Yeah, just kind of rolled over. Jericho just rang the bell himself, saying it's over, pretending that the match is won. That he just won. That's a great way to get heat. No, he's telling Red Shoes to ring the bell. Red Shoes refused to raise his hand. Was trying to force Red Shoes to raise his hand. That's some good heel work. It's the one. That's what one thing that Jericho does so well, and he's one of the best wrestlers to ever do it, is to know how to read a crowd and how to do little things and big things to generate heat or sympathy. That's what's made Jericho one of the all-time greats. Is things like that, like adding elements like that to a match. Nice cross body. Naito is bumping like a champ for Jericho in this match. Bumping like a champ. Because he's probably going to win that championship. Win that strap. Win that title. That's what's called a strap in WWE. But watch New Japan. It's different. Nice back elbow. Lion Salt. He got it. Wow, that was a lot of ground to cover. Like, Naito was not towards the center of the ring. He was almost 2/3 of the way across the ring. It would have been easier for Jericho to maybe go from to the close near side, but maybe he would have thought he would have overshot it, and Jericho still got him. It's impressive that Jericho, at 48 years old, can not only do the Lion Salt, but can clear 2/3 of the ring like that. This goes to show how athletic Jericho is at it for his age. Old school Jericho with the arrogant pin. I guess that's true. Never had to take time off, but he's taken times off. Those have always been when he wanted to, when he needed a break from the business. Never because of injury. Nice. Naito gonna fire up and come back. Yep, here we go. Double down, actually.
I don't think their odds are in Naito's favor here tonight. It was after that main event with the title last year that Naito walked away with kind of a wry smile, kind of knowing, oh, I'm going to get to the top one day, but that was before he met Chris Jericho.
Nice drop kick to the back. This has been a really good match. Oof. Oof. Jericho's not really hitting him too hard, but still not bad. Oh, spit. I think Naito might have missed. Jericho sold it like he got him. Oof. Those reverse DDTs to the back of the leg, it always looks rough. It almost always looks like they land on the back of their head. You know, that's normally not the case. It's normally the shoulders. On the shoulder blades.
So far, Naito's success has been going back to the wrestling and athleticism. Not so much with the brawling. He needs to stick to that.
Spit on him again. Nice. Spit on him again. I don't even know if Naito is even has any spit left in his mouth at this point. From how dry your mouth normally is when you go that long in a match to the fact that he already spit on him twice. Ooh, nice little dropkick float over. Nice kick to the leg. Like that. Oh, and he reversed it. Oh, that was cool. That was a great segment. That was such little nuanced things there. Loved it. That was awesome. And into the walls of Jericho. Dropkick where he floats over the top rope. Delivers a kick to Jericho's back leg as he lands. That way Jericho can bump to his ass. And then goes for the jump over, like, rebound almost kind of dropkick that Jericho catches into the walls of Jericho. Oh, that was just such a subtle, beautiful sequence segment right there. I loved it. As you can tell from me gushing about it for nearly like 30 seconds to a minute straight. Nice power out. Bump. Nice, this ends a Enziguri. Good slap. Go breaker, blocked. DDT. Tornado DDT, nice. Good sell by Jericho. Oh. Steel block. Jericho throws him down. Walls Jericho, nice. Naito close to the ropes. Jericho gonna drag him to the center. Milk it. God, Jericho's arms are massive still. Just want to point that out. You can tell when he goes to his front side and you actually see him with him having the hold locked in. Did drag him to the center. This is a really good match. Oh, got the kendo stick. Good spot. Good spot. Oh! Ooh! Ooh, that clipped Jericho on the ear. On the side of the head. Ouch. I think this is rivaling Kushida Ishimori as my favorite match of the show so far. I have to say Kushida Ishimori is my favorite match so far, followed by Jay White and Okada. Followed by probably would be Ibushi and Ospreay if I watch it, or Ibushi and Ospreay would probably be the top. And then the triple threat tag match. But this might be over all of them right now. Oh, Jericho put his arms down too early and he got that shot flush across his arms. Ouch. Oh. Kendo stick shots, man, I swear. Oh, God. Lining up like it's a baseball swing. This is nice. Whoa. He swung so hard. Oh, what a gross code breaker. What a gross take. 1, 2. Kick out. I feel that wasn't going to be enough. What a cool visual. Naito swung that so hard that the top cover that keeps all the bamboo strands or wooden strands of the kendo stick together, just flew right off. And then he takes a sick codebreaker bomb. Oh god, I love this match. They're throwing that down. Is he gonna get a table? Is he gonna get a chair? Is he gonna get something else? A chain? Putting in 2 chairs. Nope. 3, 4, 5 chairs. 5 chairs. Isn't that a little excessive? Apparently Jericho doesn't think so because he's grabbing more. Oh my god. That's 8 total chairs. What the hell is going to happen? What is going to happen with these? Jericho was saying that this was going to be the end of Naito's career, so of course he's going to try and destroy him. Thus, the excessive inclusion of chairs. Not sure yet whether or not they will all be used. Oh, is he going to powerbomb on the chairs? Or maybe Naito will back body drop him onto it? DDT. Oh, DDT on the chairs. Not in the middle of the chairs, but he's still connected with a couple of them. Whoa, careful, Naito. You don't want to hit people with those. Chucking him out the chairs. A code breaker. A 1-need code breaker on Jericho. 1, 2. No. Whew. I thought that might actually be it. I thought they might actually end it like that. This match is so good. This is so good. Matches like this are why I love wrestling. Cheap heat storytelling within the match. Weapons. Great technical wrestling. Good reversals and sequencing. Great bumping. Amazing selling. Oh! Jericho just threw a chair at Naito. Gonna throw another one? Uh-oh, he's got 2 chairs set up in the middle of the ring. Are we gonna get a superplex to Naito? Onto the chair. Onto the chairs. He's got him set up while he's on the second rope. Looking to stall. Reverse. Oh, God! German onto the chairs. Naito got some of them too, but Jericho landed on him. It's good enough. Is this it? Is this gonna be it? Nope. Blocked. Oh, Jericho! With the low blow into the code breaker. Red Shoe's distracted. Is that going to do it? 1, 2, 3. No! Oh, I thought that was it. I actually thought that was it. As much as I know that Jericho's done after this and that he's going to lose the title, I thought that was it. I was like, are they going to swerve us? They just pull swerve? With the distraction and the low blow? Does Jericho know that he's facing Tetsuya Naito, not AJ Styles? That he isn't Daniel Bryan? They shouldn't go for the dick kick? Are we going to see a chair off? They're going to get a table now? With championship. Naito's got a hold of a chair. I think he's near the exposed turnbuckle. I think he's gonna drop toe hold Jericho into the exposed turnbuckle for the finish as Jericho runs in for the strike with the title. Here comes. Up. Flapjacked him into it. Flapjacked him into it. I knew that was gonna come back into play probably for the finish. There's Destino. That's gotta be it. 1, 2. No! Jericho kicked. I thought for sure that was going to be the finish. This match This match. Whoo! Oh, my lord. I thought that was it. I thought that was the finish. You had the exposed turnbuckle combined with the finisher. Naito's got the belt now. So you're going to hit Jericho with it and then the finisher and then just end it? Is Jericho going to retain? Is Jericho going to turn this into a code breaker maybe? Nope, he ate the title. He threw the belt out. On for the Destito 2. Hit it a second time. Alright, so you protect Jericho with the first Destito. 1, 2, 3. There it is. I like it. You protect Jericho by having Jericho kick out of the turnbuckle exposure in Destito. But then you deliver a title shot and a Destito for the win. This was hands down my favorite match of the show so far. Hands down. This was great. This was great. God, Jericho is still so good at his age. And Naito was a champ in this match. Bumped his ass off. Sold his ass off. This was beautiful. Best match of the night so far. Had a little bit of everything with exception to maybe like insane flips and high risk maneuvers. So D-Murph and I both had that picked right. So we are both officially, if you don't count the pre-show, we're over 50% on the main card. We're 50% officially on the entire show as a whole. Oh, and Jericho upset slapped one of the young lions. Nobody a cheap heat, and he just ripped a Bullet Club flag out of. Oh god, Jericho still milking the crowd, even in defeat. Wait, what? Naito just went after Red Shoes and went after his eye. He doesn't have the championship with him. I guess he's telling one of the young lions to get it for him. That's Red Shoes' son. I don't know if that was a shoot or a work. Great match. Confused by the Red Shoe stuff, though. Apparently, Naito and Red Shoes have a history, so I mean, I guess it fits. First that I'm hearing of it. The match itself was amazing. Now it's time for the main event. Kenny versus Tanahashi. Kenny Omega. Interesting video package. The whole point is like, who do you think will win? And they're just asking random people on the street, who do you think will win, Kenny or Tanahashi? And by the way, let me also point out that every title so far has changed hands here at Wrestle Kingdom 13. So if Tanahashi does beat Kenny, every single champion will have lost their title on the show, which is part of why I feel like Kenny's going to be kind of retains. That way, not every single championship changes hands. But I could be wrong, and every single championship on the line on the show could change hands. And it all comes down to this in my predictions with my brother. If Tanahashi wins, my brother wins the predictions 6-5. If Kenny Omega wins, I win the predictions 6-5. Kenny Omega, the 66th IWGP Heavyweight Champion. "20 years that Tanahashi's been doing this. The Ace. So, again, so far as from what I've seen, because I still need to watch the Gauntlet. I need to watch Ibushi Ospreay in full, and I need to watch the Junior Tag Triple Threat match. If I was to rank the matches as far as my favorite, what I thought was the best, I would say Jericho Naito won. Then Kushida Ishimori and Okada Jay White are like a 2A, 2B. I can't figure out which one I like more out of the two of them. Then I would probably say the IWGP Tag Title match with God versus Evil and Sonata versus the Young Bucks. Then Cody versus Juice Robinson. And then Ishii versus Sabre Jr. And when I'm looking at it, like, there really hasn't been, like, out of all those matches, not one of them has been bad. I haven't been disappointed by any of them. Like, you could say that Ishii and Sabre Jr. was kind of meh, and that, like, it was really quick. That was about it. Cody and Juice was a good match, but it wasn't something I was expecting coming from the level of Wrestle Kingdom. But it wasn't a bad match. It was still a good, entertaining match. And then every other match after that I really enjoyed. Best bout machine, Kenny Omega. Kenny almost always has good Wrestle Kingdom entrances, so I'm curious to see if he comes out as anything cool here. Oh man, 8-bit Kenny. Video game. Oh my god, somebody designed like this little like video game thing. RPG style. So you finally made it, Kenny. Crawled here, despite your injuries. Don't cut away. I want to see what that looks like. Oh god, that looks so cool. He's a one-winged angel. He's not dressed up like Sephiroth. Almost like Cloud, kind of. Like he's almost got that Cloud kind of chest piece with the one wing. But he's got like a almost a sword, definitely an RPG like JRPG or early Eastern type of like RPG sword. Not a buster sword or anything. He's got nice gauntlets. Almost kind of sort of like Pit. He kind of looks like a one-winged angel version of Pit. Kid Icarus. I hope I'm right. My Nintendo knowledge is not too great. That's what it seems like to me. And his Tron is still going on. It's still like video game dialogue and Kushida's this big boss and it's almost like a boss battle playing out. This is great. This is why I love Kenny Omega so much. He's such a nerd and a big gamer. And he's not afraid to show it and use it in his entrances. And yet he's like one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world. Yeah, the Omega logo on his sword? I can't tell. I love Kenny's entrances. But I think nothing beats, I think, last year's with me where he was basically like Osiris, kind of from Destiny. I said Final Fantasy. I mean, I know that it looks like an old school Final Fantasy, the stuff on there, but he doesn't really look like a traditional Final Fantasy character I can remember. Like I said, the one wing combined with the chest piece that kind of sort of resembles Cloud that slash Zack a bit, but the sword isn't a buster sword. Again, he looks kind of like, oh, there are the Bucks to help him take off his armor. Kind of looks a little bit like Pit from Kid Icarus.
Green jacket has an area exposed around his waist. You're wondering why there is that gap around his belly. It's the exact same shape as the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. That belt completes that man. It is not the means to an end, it is the end itself. So here it is. Don, you referred to several occasions, you have referred to Kenny Omega as the god of pro wrestling. Does that make me the voice of God? Well, maybe I am, but tonight, he is what I've been saying he is for a year. With apologies to Carl Gotch, he has been the god of pro wrestling here in New Japan. It's one thing to be the ace, it's another thing to ascend to be a god, and that's what Omega's done.
Here we go. IWGP title time, main event time. Kenny Omega, by the way, is the first Western IWGP champion to go into WrestleKingdom as the champion since Brock Lesnar in, I believe, 2007 or 2006. In over 10 years, over a decade.
Sought to throw God from heaven. Tanahashi may cast Omega into hell. It seems as if we get a look at Tanahashi's face that The expression on his face has not changed since the conclusion of the head rest event.
Like the little cell of frustration over the inability to lock up.
And he's truly annoyed at having to just be in his presence. He genuinely despises Kenny Omega. This isn't just
Ooh. Tanahashi with a slap.
not know full well that Omega shares those exact same feelings back towards Tanahashi. What has he shared with you his feelings about Yates?
Collar and elbow tie up. Kenny grabs the hair, pulls him towards the ropes. Red Shoes reffing the main event as well. I guess he's feeling better after Naito. Oh, nice slap. Kenny with a little love tap, as he is wont to do. And Tanahashi's just like, no, I'm just going to straight slap you across the face. 5-finger discount. Yeah, no, he's not going to hit the one-winged angel that early. Cobra Twist. Also known as a surfboard stretch, I believe. Or no, that's not. I don't think that's a surfboard stretch. What am I thinking? Roll up.
Yeah, it should have been the greatest and happiest year in Kenny Omega's career, but instead, some things have left a bad taste in his mouth. The final thing was Tanahashi winning his fourth Tokyo Sports MVP award, which you can say, okay, he may not have
Tanahashi working the leg. And Kenny working the left. Indian Deathlock, maybe? Looking to go to? No. Interesting kind of stretch. Oof. Oh, this is going to be some good old styles. Some good strong style here. That is something I will say that we haven't really seen much of tonight. Some of that traditional strong style heavy hitting stuff. You saw it in Ospreay Ibushi, which led to the Ibushi scare at the end of the match. I really haven't seen it in any of the other matches that much. Kind of hard-hitting, hard-striking kind of fighting spirit almost kind of. I mean, you see a little bit of the fighting spirit, but not so much the hard, insane strikes that make it cringe. Cringe and pain. Nice shot. There's some stiff forearms. Kitchen sink.
Elbow drop. A message there, the flashing elbow. Very patient Nico-esque. Of course, Nito's great rival Messi returner. Japanese commentators like that.
See, it's 6:14. I gotta assume that this is gonna wrap up close to 7. So I think we got like another 45 minutes left in this match, maybe, or at least maybe another half an hour. This thing's gonna be a marathon.
Tana's victory here at WrestleKingdom, Chris, over Keiji Muto, the beginning of that ascendancy. It really truly was a very good win. Tanahashi truly arrived, in my opinion, And Chris dominated. We totally don't see more main events here than any other individual.
Backbreaker.
Tremendous backbreaker, kicked out at 2. But to Don's point, there were a lot of empty seats here in this building on that night. Well, I mean, it's a different age. I don't think you can compare. Tanahashi literally clawed and brought New Japan out of those dark ages to where it is now.
Forearm to the back.
But it doesn't
Not bad.
to be the title holder. It doesn't entitle him to anything. Thanks for your service, Kenny Omega, your world champ. Tanahashi
Slow, methodical start.
and G1 Climax victory. He did, but he does
Good so far. Another shot. Yep.
what he's earned. And Omega is serving notice right now. If he is the man, does not intend on letting that mantle go anytime soon. Tanahashi has shown an incredible ability to absorb punishment in the last year. That's something Omega needs to stay on top.
Nice.
Omega wanted another forearm opportunity back to Tanahashi.
Forearm exchanges. Slaps. Chops, I should say. Not slaps, chops. Kenny really working that back of Tanahashi. I mean, it makes sense. One wing angel. I mean, it drops you on your shoulder blades and your neck. Really crunches up your back. So you want to damage that back. Soften it up. Leave no doubt when that one winged angel is hit. As Kenny continues to assault the back with those kicks. Back suplex. Back suplex. Kenny selling to the crowd, digging it. Digging it.
Made this about messaging. He made it about ideology. And I think Kenny's looking to send a similar message, maybe to retire, maybe the greatest wrestler in the history of New Japan, Tanahashi. He said yesterday that he may well choose to choke the life out of Tanahashi. Yeah, that was a...
Oof. Another back suplex, dropping him on the side of the ring. Again, Omega focusing on Tanahashi's back. Targeted assault.
And I was there when the pull apart the Hartford, the hair pulling fight in the locker room. Oh, but the fact that we got this match in the ring, and that these two are beating the hell out of one another, and they are coming our way. They are coming our way right here and right now.
Nice drop kick by Tanahashi. Camera angle could have been better for that, but there we go. Yeah, that was a better camera angle on the replay. Nice drop kick. Again to the back. Look like we're gonna get oh scoop slam onto the Japanese announce table, and Omega just laughing about it, just being merciless. Edge of the table right in the lower back. Oh man. Took out one of the announcers. What's he gonna do here? Oh! Springboard moonsault. Perfectly landed in a small space. No margin for error. Omega picks up Japanese announcers as this guy. I don't know if that was mocking or sure, good guy. But great precision by Kenny to be able to jump off from one side of the barricade, land on the top of the barricade, turn around, and hit that moonsault. Execute it perfectly, landing right on Tanahashi exactly where he needs to, and just before the second row of tables. And we got tables now. I gotta tell you, those Japanese tables, they are ruthless. They don't always break, and they look stiff as hell compared to the tables used in the E. They're not as big, but they're more unforgiving. They seem more unforgiving, more brutal. Tanahashi teased the table, but threw Omega back inside. Come on, Tanahashi, just do it. It's no DQ, so if you put somebody through a table, that counts as a disqualification. Big chop. Woo! Come on, dish it back, Tanahashi. Or Omega will just do it again. Miss. Nice. Nice. Good match. Slowly building up intensity. And the bumps. Nice gradual build. Block. Nice strong kick. Dragon screw. That was the right leg of Kenny, though. Tanahashi was working the left leg earlier. So is he gonna go back to the left and work both legs, or are you gonna start working the right now? Drop kick. Oh, nice. Front flip senton. Man, I'm starting to get hungry. Cannot wait for breakfast after this. And nice. Didn't catch the name of that, but it's basically a jump over, float over bulldog. And chops suck. Chops suck. I don't mean that as in I think the move sucks. I mean as in, as far as pain's concerned, it hurts to get chopped and they suck. Ooh, nice. Good by Tanahashi to quickly get up and go after Omega. Now I think we're going to get the suicide dive. It looks like Tanahashi's selling towards the ramp. Yeah, here we go. There he comes. Sail over that top rope. Ooh. Oh, Tanahashi didn't catch him like at all. Tanahashi like took almost like a half step back while trying to catch him. Or no, he just didn't catch him. He stood still. Kenny kind of made it there. And he hit Tanahashi, but Tanahashi just didn't grab onto his legs to help break his fall. Yikes, that had to hurt. Yikes. I was just going to say, though, that type of over-the-top rope dive, very similar to what Sami Zayn does. Kind of like almost Swanton bomb-esque with that flip. It's beautiful. Kenny Omega's got one of the most beautiful suicide dives in the business.
The satisfaction will come from a one-winged angel and a retention of the IWGP.
What's Kenny gonna do here from the top for that drop kick? Nice. Got him on the back shoulder. Got the traps. Not so much the devastating back of the head drop kick that he tends to do sometimes. Okay, looking over here. Dragon? Snapdragon? Snapdragon. Not the cleanest, but effective. There's a fighting spear from Tanahashi. Up, another Snapdragon. That one was much better. Is Tana gonna try and fighting spirit up again? He's gonna try to stand. Are we gonna get a trio here from Kenny? Nope, V-trigger. Flush right in the fotch. That's the thing. Would they have Tanahashi kick out of the one-winged angel if Omega hit it? I mean, if he hits it this early, then yes. I think Kenny either hits the one-winged angel or he doesn't. Fireman's. Yep. Roll through. They plunge. Tweaked his knee. I wonder if that's supposed to be part of the story. Looks like it because Tanahashi's immediately going after the leg. Yep. Oh! That dragon screw looked mean. Inverted dragon screw looked mean. Good selling by Omega. Oh. And now the storyline comes in with Tanahashi dealing damage to the knee. Omega kind of tweaking it a couple times during the match. Will it give out if he goes to the one-winged angel going forward? Can he get Tanahashi up for the one-winged angel now? Now she's going to go for the cloverleaf to try and work that knee. He's going to lock it in. He's got it. I like the way that was told. A lot of weight when you got to like wrap the legs in like that. Hold somebody at a higher angle than you do with like a Boston Crab. So there's more weight that he has to hold up on his back. Pretty nice touch. Well done. Good job. Kenny works the back a little bit, but it's mainly meant to stress the knee too. And sitting down almost like a lion tamer now with the angle. Yikes, that really works the neck now. Oh, into a powerbomb? Here's Styles Clash. Styles Clash? A Styles Clash? Whoa! Tanahashi just hit a Styles Clash. Well then. Going with the frog splash? I think he's going to miss this. Oh, no, Kenny got the knees up, but because his knee's been worked on, he's going to sell the knee. Beautiful. Love it. Great. Didn't sell it as over the top as I thought he would, but he is kind of selling it by not immediately going for the cover. Just laying there. Yep, sell the knees. Like it. Love it. I love the psychology in this match. Just like with Naito and Jericho. The psychology is great. Brilliant. Starting to get to the nitty gritty now, getting close to the false finishes. Oh, misses the V trigger sitting. His knee goes right into the corner. Sell that knee. Kenny might lose this. Won't be able to hit the one-winged angel with his knee so banged up. Either that or he'll do it on one leg. Maybe gives Tanahashi the little bit of an excuse he needs to be able to kick out of it, because Omega technically wouldn't have hit all of it if he was doing it on one leg. Uh-oh, dragon screw through the middle rope. Yep. Oh, man. Love this. Omega working the back. Tanahashi working the knee. So good. Sling blade on the outside, the edge of the ring. They're by the table, so we can very well see the table come back into play here. Set it up before, go away from it long enough so people forget, and then just reintroduce it late in the match. Kind of like exactly what Naito and Omega did with the exposed turnbuckle in the last match. Now here's the thing. The design on the right pant leg of Omega and the colors and just the general colors of his tights, the black with the bright lime, almost neon green. Oh god, frog splash. Anyway, looks like the Razor design, the Razor brand of computer gear, mice, keyboards, that kind of stuff. Frog splash. Oh, Tanahashi, why you do that to yourself? No. Oh, Tanahashi went for the frog splash on the table and just ate it. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. How are your ribs? Your stomach? Your lungs? Christ. Oh, what a crash and burn. Yikes. He cut himself on his forearm. He's bleeding a little bit. He got nicked up by the table on his left forearm. Anyway, like the point I was saying, there is a brand called Razor that has like the snake almost in like the 3 design. They sell premium gaming equipment like pro gaming or hardcore gaming style keyboards and mice and headsets and stuff like that. And if you look on the right leg, the right outside leg of Kenny Omega, it almost looks like the Razor logo. And the colors of his tights are the same black and green as Razor. So I'm wondering if this is some subliminal advertising here by Kenny. Subliminal advertising, or maybe a shout out if he's a fan of Razor products. Vicious kick by Kenny. Kenny doing a good job selling the right knee, trying to climb the top rope. Double stomp. Brutal. Good. Grabs. Yeah. Ibushi did the double stomp to Ospreay, but landed on his face and broke his nose pretty much. Was bleeding from his nose and mouth for the rest of the match. Oop! Tanahashi butt. Tanahashi butt. A little bit of Tanahashi butt on that power bomb. Pulls him up. A little bit again on a second power bomb. These power bombs have been brutal. Tanahashi barely finding a way to kick out. Oh my god. Omega just deadlifting Tanahashi again. Oh god, sit out. Jesus Christ, those were vicious. Tanahashi just able to kick out. This is good. This is good. This match is good. You know, look, I see white people in the audience. Westerners. I think that might be the first time I've noticed a non-Japanese audience member in a Wrestle Kingdom crowd. But from what I've heard, there have been a lot of outside people who bought tickets to the show this year. I do know that 2 members of Cultaholic are actually there. Jack the Jobber and one of the producers who sometimes does videos and podcast appearances with them. They came all the way there from the UK, which that's a hell of a flight. I mean, the US is a hell of a flight too. Like, props to anybody who had the money to afford that flight and those hotel lodgings to come from anywhere in the West. I wish I had that kind of money to spend to go to a Wrestle Kingdom. It's kind of the equivalent of people from Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, New Zealand, other parts of the globe coming to WrestleMania in the States. It's like it shows dedication to be able to save up that much money and travel that far. And it also goes to talk about how big New Japan is finally getting and how successful its Western expansion is. The fact that you're getting people who are making those WrestleMania type treks out to Wrestle Kingdom. Woof. Jesus, those slaps. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Slaps by Tanahashi. Deadlift German by Kenny. Fighting spirit from Tana. Shot to the gut. Knee. Chops, forearms. Reversal. Oh, sling blade from Kenny. I think we can safely say now Kenny's starting to hit signatures of the opponent. They're starting to do the fighting spirit and the slow sell ups. I believe we've reached the end game. We're in the end game now. It's 6:40 in the morning right now here on the East Coast. 20 minutes to the top of the hour, which means we're probably getting close to the finish. Finish could be coming anywhere within the next 5 to 20 minutes. Probably closer to 5 to 10. And Kenny just hit the frog splash. And Tana kicks out at 1. There we go. There's that fighting spirit. Japanese style wrestling. You're going to hit me with my own finisher. F that. I'm getting up. I'm kicking out at 1 and saying, you go to hell. Oh, V-trigger. Man, those red streaks in his hair, sometimes I see them and it's like, is that blood? And it's like, no, Tana has red streaks in hair. It's deceptive. Oof. God, those slaps / palm strikes. More slaps. Palm strikes are more the base of the palm. Woof. Woof, that kick by Kenny. Yikes. Looking for a V-trigger from Tanahashi from his knees. Well, Tanahashi's on his knees. Omega still with the hand on the knee. Always a consummate professional. Oh, he's got that leg again. Another dragon screw. Drop kick to the left knee. He did work the left knee a little bit at the beginning of the match. And they've made a point that both of Omega's knees are bad. Oh, nice catch. Snap. Dragon? Nope. Oh, there's a reverse poison Rana. Reverse Rana. Good call. Just saying, you know, light the match. Kenny's hurt. Knees are bothering you. Go for the one-wing angel. If he can hit it. If he can hit it at this point with all the damage that his knees have taken in the match. For another V-trigger. Oh! Holy crap. That was stiff as hell. I mean, it looks like it got him flush right here in the neck. But that was still vicious. Another knee. He's going for the one wing. Is his knee going to give out on him? No, reversing with poison Rana. Oh, God, this match is good. I think this might be better than Jericho Naito. This might be better than Jericho Naito. I mean, it should be. It's the last match going on the night. Oh, man. My heart's starting to race. I don't think it's... And I doubt it's from a lack of sleep. Now, my blood is pumping. Snap German from Tana. Or dragon, I mean. Just a regular dragon into a pin. Tana. One to the top. Kenny's getting up, though. What's he going to go for here? Big crossbody. Now he's going to look for the frog splash. Kenny blocked it once. Is this it? He hit Kenny with it. Is this it? Will Kenny kick out? 1, 2. No, that's not it. Kenny kicks out. I thought it was a little too soon for a finish. We need them false finishes. Them finisher reversals and finisher kickouts. Wouldn't be a New Japan main event. There wasn't the drama of near falls off of finishers and finisher reversals. Both men are exhausted. Both trying to sell up. Looks like this might be building towards a finish. Tana's going up as if going for another frog splash. Can he get up and block it? Kenny's getting up. V trigger. Kind of an okay V trigger. Kind of a mad V trigger. But it's hard to hit a V trigger to somebody that high. Now is he going to try and take him off the top? And hit a one wing? I think so, yeah. I think he's going to go try and pick him up for a one wing here. No. Selling the knee still good. Poison Rana. Reverse Rana. From the top. Oh, longest Tokyo Dome main event in history apparently now. We're definitely towards the end here. So we go for a dragon. A German. Half and half. Dragon. Looking for a dragon from the top rope. Holy Nikes. Holy crap, he hit it. Tana did a full front flip, grabbed his nose. Is his nose broken, maybe? Did he hit his nose? He didn't look like. Not a front flip, he did a full back flip. Yeah, he landed face first on his nose. Almost kind of like Ibushi, the first match and the last match. Don't know if he's going to be bleeding from it. Not bleeding from it. At least as of right now. As I said, we're going to see the one-wing angel. Or is Kenny's knee going to give out? He's signaling for a V-trigger. Hits it. Vicious. Sells the knee slightly. One wing angel. Will his knee give out? Nope. Ooh! I don't know what kind of counter that was, but he countered it. Sling blade. Going for the frog splash again. This is going to be it. Come on, move out of the way, Kenny. Move out of the way. That should do it. That's another second frog splash. Kenny never hit the one-wing angel. That's it. Tana wins the title. D-Murph comes from behind to beat me. And Tana's now starting to bleed from his nose. What a match. What a match. What a main event. That was great. D-Murph beats me 6-5 in the predictions. Good show. I don't know if it's one of the best Wrestle Kingdoms I've seen, but it was still a good show. Really good show. The two main events, double main events, definitely delivered. The junior heavyweight championship match delivered. The tag match was good. I haven't seen Ibushi and Ospreay, but I'm sure that was good. And again, they protected Kenny. Because like I said, if Kenny's going to lose, I don't think he's going to hit the one-wing angel. He did not hit it. It's the same way they protected him against Okada, where he never hit the one-winged angel in both the loss and the draw. I believe, to Okada, or if he did hit the one-winged angel, I think it was maybe at the very, very end of the match when the time expired. And he never hit it in this match. They still protected his finisher because nobody is kicked out of the one-winged angel yet. $38,162. Not bad. Not as many as I thought. I thought they were going to get between 50 to 60,000 this year. Tanahashi is bleeding from the nose from that top rope dragon. So, two guys, suffered bloody noses after taking face bumps from top rope maneuvers. Tana took one and landed on his face. Ibushi delivered one and landed on his face. And the Elite fully went out on their backs. We'll find out tomorrow, I guess, if Kenny is in fact going to All Elite Wrestling. His side with All Elite Wrestling, that's why he's dropped the belt. But man, if this was Omega, the end to Omega in New Japan, what a run. And a great match to go out on. But everybody involved with the who was involved or rumored to be involved in All Elite Wrestling, except for maybe, I don't know if Ospreay's been linked, but every member of the Elite lost tonight. Every single championship changed hands tonight. Every single one. It was a total of, I believe, 9 out of the 10 matches tonight were for a championship. Every single one. A challenger claimed the championship. No champion was able to retain tonight. So that's impressive. I don't know how she got blood on the mic. Yeah. And nearly every single finish, by the way, for the show had a clean finish. There wasn't much tomfoolery involved. There was some Gato involvement in the Jay White Okada match. Brandy got involved in the Cody Juice match, but aside from that, no post-match shenanigans, no nothing.
He doesn't have enough power to perform in the fans as he normally does. He certainly left it all out there.
He apologized for not being able to give it his all because he just had a hell of a friggin' match.
Breaks his heart in that song. Just one song.
Is he gonna play air guitar? Gasses himself on the air guitar. Also, good show to respect to Omega, you gotta say too, because it's like he's so exhausted he could barely do his celebratory air guitar afterwards.
doubt whether or not he could get back to this level.
Crowd chant for Tanahashi. This will probably be the final main event you will ever see Tanahashi perform at a Wrestle Kingdom. This is probably the beginning of possibly his last run with the IWGP Championship. Could be wrong, but just given his age and the fact that there's so many newcomers coming up, I feel like I wonder if they're going to peg Jay White to go and take the title from him. Jay White's got Gato as his manager. He just beat Okada. And now he keeps calling himself the new era of New Japan. So what better way to set it up than for him to take out the old generation, the old era in Tanahashi. And so you might very well get Switchblade Jay White versus Tanahashi within the coming months and see Jay White take the title off of Tanahashi. Become IWGP champion within the next year, if not probably the next 6 months. Maybe by Dominion. Good morning, Big Stupid. Coming in right at the end, 7 a.m. So that's pretty much the end of New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom 13. Again, I thought it was a really good show. The main events definitely delivered. Omega, Tana, and Naito, Jericho, definitely the best matches. Kushida versus Ishimori, also very good. Well, I'm only on 3 hours of sleep. So, if I look exhausted, it's probably because I am Big Stupid. It's like 7 a.m. I don't know whether or not I'm going to get breakfast or try to take a nap for like an hour. And then do work. That's the only thing could happen. Yeah, like I was saying, the main events definitely delivered. Jericho, Naito, and Tanahashi versus Omega. Really good. Really enjoyed them. Kushida versus Ishimori. Very good. Nice sequencing, reversals, stuff like that. Really enjoyed that match. Jay White versus Okada. Very good, but it ended ended sooner than I thought it was going to. Cody versus Juice Robinson was a solid, good match. Not as good as I was hoping it would be. I did not catch Ibushi Ospreay, but from what I saw clipping through it before I went live, it looked like it was one of the better matches of the night. One of the best matches of the night. Very brutal, hard hitting, it seemed. Triple Threat IWGP tag title match was solid and good. I'm trying to remember what other matches were on there. I was pretty much all the ones that I caught. I didn't catch the junior heavyweight tag title match. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Tomohiro Ishii was alright. Short, but alright. Wasn't anything that really blew your mind. Yeah, and I did not catch the pre-show gauntlet. I did not catch the junior tag title match. And I did not catch Ibushi versus Ospreay, but again, from what I saw, looked like it was possibly one of the best matches of the night. Very hard-hitting, very brutal, very vicious, it seemed. Overall, this was a good Wrestle Kingdom. pretty good, entertaining, fun Wrestle Kingdom. I don't know if it was if it's the best Wrestle Kingdom I've seen. I don't know if it beats Wrestle Kingdom 12. Because Wrestle Kingdom 12 was pretty damn awesome. But yeah, it was solid. Did Jericho win? No, Jericho did not win. For Big Stupid, and for anybody else who has not seen the show, I will read off to you guys the winners. And I will also read off the predictions, get the predictions results. So, the opening gauntlet match, the winners were Togi Makabe, Toru Yano, and Ryusuke Taguchi. That was the gauntlet match for the Never Openweight 6-man championship, number one contendership. Will Ospreay defeated. That's another thing. Before I get into this, no champion retained their titles. That might answer your question on the Jericho thing. Big Stupid. But yeah, Will Ospreay defeated Kota Ibushi to become the new Never Openweight champion. Bushi and Shingo Takagi defeated Yoshinobu Kanemaru and El Desperado, as well as Roppongi 3K, to become the WGP Junior Tag Team Champions. Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Tomohiro Ishii to become the new Rev Pro British Heavyweight Champion. Evil and Sonata defeated the GOD, Guerrillas of Destiny, and the Young Bucks to become the IWGP Tag Team Champions. Juice Robinson, unseated Cody, defeated him to become the IWGP United States Champion. Taiji Ishimori defeated Kushida, who was the champion, to become the IWGP, to win the IWGP Heavyweight title, Junior Heavyweight title. Jay White with a single Blade Runner after taking only one Rainmaker in which Okada did not cover him, defeated Kazuchika Okada. Tetsuya Naito defeated Chris Jericho in a great match for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. And then in an awesome, great, really entertaining, great in-ring storytelling match, Hiroshi Tanahashi defeated Kenny Omega, dethroned him to become the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Do I think Omega is going to... You said ALE, I think you mean AEW, All Elite Wrestling, or WWE. I don't know if he's going to WWE. If he does, it would be amazing. I think it's more likely that he goes to All Elite Wrestling. Every single member of the Elite and everybody who's been involved, who's been rumored for All Elite Wrestling, which was Hangman Page, and Marty Scurll, the Young Bucks, Cody, Chris Jericho, and Kenny Omega, they all lost their matches tonight. So I think we're going to get either tomorrow or at the rally on Tuesday, we're going to get the announcement that Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega are signing with All Elite Wrestling. I think we're getting that. I never thought I'd see it. I didn't think I would see Kenny Omega leave Japan. But now that he's dropped the championship to Tanahashi, he might. He's done everything he needed to do. He's main evented he's main evented a 1 or 2. I think just 1, maybe 2. Because 2 years ago, I think it was when he had his first match with Okada in the main event. And then last year he was in the sub-main, or was dubbed the dual main against Jericho, and he was in the main event this year as the IWGP champion. He's won the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. He's main evented a Wrestle Kingdom as the IWGP champion, which the only other person to do that was Brock Lesnar over a decade ago. He's kind of, like, as much as I feel like he loves Japan, this might be the end because he's kind of done everything in New Japan now. So who knows? New Year's Dash is going to happen tomorrow, so we'll find out more with New Year's Dash. And then with the rally on Tuesday. So it's going to be interesting if he ends up with All Elite Wrestling or if he ends up with WWE. I never thought he would leave Japan, but again, he's done everything he's wanted to do there. He's accomplished everything, ticked every box, so maybe he wants to go with the Elite. and forge a solid competitor stateside against WWE, or maybe he feels like it's finally time for him to cross over and join WWE, join the E. Maybe he got a really good deal. Maybe he got a good offer from the E2 that he just couldn't turn down, and he has a chance to be a main eventer almost immediately. I don't know. But I think it's more likely that he's going to All Elite Wrestling. I think he might be done in Japan with the rest of the Elite. Big Stupid, he said you were just curious and saw all those dudes already seem to have signed with them. That's why I asked. Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, that's the end of my live reactions. My watch party and live reaction stream. If you came in to watch, I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you watch this in VOD on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Again, I apologize that I missed the first two matches, the main card and the pre-show match. Unfortunately, I need to get some sort of sleep tonight, and it was either 3 or 2, and I liked it for 3. I also was under the impression, falsely, that the main card started at 4 and that the pre-show started at 3, so I thought I was only going to miss the pre-show. So I apologize that if you're watching this on YouTube and expecting the whole show and you didn't get it. If you've stuck around on YouTube and watched this whole thing, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Like the video, comment, let me know if you enjoyed it or not. Share it. Thank you, by the way, to my buddy Matt for the follow during the stream. Thanks to Cam and Bowling Dude and White Rabbit for coming into the stream and chatting. Thanks to Cam for re-upping his Twitch sub. Thanks to Big Stupid coming in at the very end. So no WWE Daniel Bryan showcase. Yeah, no. I've got work in 2 hours, so I am probably going to make myself some breakfast and probably go. Not going to have time, I think, to get a nap, but I'll probably go eat some breakfast, maybe down half a 5 hour, and get ready to go to work. Luckily, I don't have to commute into work today, so I can just stay here. Otherwise, I would have to leave in like 20 minutes for work, in which, yikes. But I don't have to do that. I may stream tonight. The lady might come over later tonight. If she doesn't, and I'm not still deathly exhausted from the lack of sleep I've gotten overnight and the whole week, I may stream tonight. And if I do, it will be Red Dead Redemption 2. We will be doing a Super Grab Bros tomorrow, Saturday, on January 5th. It'll be probably later, more in the afternoon. Because Deemer's got some stuff going on in the morning, plus it gives him time to watch WrestleKingdom. We're going to be reviewing WrestleKingdom. We're going to be reviewing TLC, and then we're going to be talking about all Elite Wrestling. I don't know how much video game stuff we're going to be having these weeks, because there hasn't really, as far as I know, there hasn't been a ton of gaming news, but we've got to talk about a lot of stuff in the wrestling world. We're also got to talk about the passing of Mean Gene, which the next that episode of the Super God Bros podcast will be dedicated to the memory of Mean Gene Okerlund. Rest in peace. We lost a really great one with Mean Gene. But all right, I'm gonna get out of here. If you've been sticking around for my rambling here on YouTube, thank you again. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for everybody who came in and chilled and watched. Whether in the chat, whether on YouTube, whether just watching on Twitch and not getting in the chat, I appreciate your company. It's been fun. And now that I'm pretty much done for the most part with football for the season, hopefully we can do more of these Sunday watch parties in the future, or more of these show watch parties in the future, maybe some WWE ones. We'll see how things go on my weekends. But thanks everybody for coming and watching this with New Japan. I'm out of here. Peace. Deuce. Laters. Have a good one, guys. See you next time.